One day after celebrating his birthday, Manny Ramirez still looking for career home run number 500. In the first against the Orioles, it looks like he got it, but he didn't get it enough. Warning track power for Manny. Bottom four tied at 2. Ramirez has never won a Gold Glove. Has he?
Remarkable.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
Can't come up with that. Give Aubrey Huff a double. 7th inning now. Manny Ramirez, his team up 4-3 at the plate.
Out towards right center field for Manny Ramirez. Deep, far, number 500 for Manny Ramirez. One of the greatest hitters the game has ever seen. Takes another step towards the Hall.
Comes off former Red Sox Chad Bradford. Manny, the 24th member of the 500 home run club, said he knew it was gone as soon as he hit it. A couple of Red Sox fans caught it, gave him to it afterwards. Here's how it sounded on radio.
Pitch is swung on a high fly ball right center field. This one is deep. She's sailing back, and that one's gone. Number 500. Manny has done it tonight in Baltimore.
Dave O'Brien with the call there. 9th inning now. A little bit of bad news for the Red Sox. David Ortiz sprained his wrist. He says he doubts he'll be able to play on Sunday. But afterwards, the story, Manny Ramirez and his milestone.
One with one aboard. That's not coming back. Junior taking Jair Jurgens for a ride. Career home run number 599. And the Reds are up 2-0. In the top of the third with 2 aboard, Mark Teixeira. Deep and gone. Kelly Johnson and Chipper Jones come on home. Teixeira with his 7th. Chipper 2 for 3 Saturday. He's batting .413 this season. We're tied at 5. Bottom 5 bags full for Jay Bruce, and he hits into the .463 DP. Braves out of a jam. Top 7. It's Jeff Francoeur stepping in and making David Weathers turn and watch it fly. Francoeur with his 6th home run of the season, and Atlanta is up 7-6. Bottom 9, they're on the corners for David Ross. And it's Ross hitting it back to Rafael Soriano. Soriano checks the runner at third, gets the out at first, but then Ryan Friel takes off from third and scores. Brian McCann stunned. Bobby Cox comes out to argue. He gets ejected by Adrian Johnson. Judge for yourself. Friel with the amazing hustle, and he just beats the tag. We're tied at 7, going to extras. Bottom 10, it's Bruce. Ready to be a hero? You betcha. He can thank Manny Acosta for his first career homer in the big. Cincinnati with its Major League best 7 walk-off wins this season. 8-7 is your final. After his walk-off shot, Bruce walked to the mic.
You know, I didn't really try. I tried to come in with no expectation, just try to come in, do what I can, help the team, and, so far, I've been fortunate, to really help them, and we've been winning some games, and it's been a blast.
What a remarkable story, for Jay Bruce. I think this is probably one of the best stories I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, you can't picture a better start to a career, can you?
And I tell you, if he's living a dream, I'd like to get in that dream.
Jay Bruce 3 for 5 Saturday against the Braves, and is now 11 for 19 in his short career. It was his 3rd 3-hit game in his 5th career Major League effort. It's just the 2nd player in the last 50 years with a trio.
We've had a crazy series. Wind blowing out Saturday at Wrigley Field. Giovanni Soto, fly ball to right. Seth Smith, nice sliding catch. Oh, but he cannot stick the landing. Oh, watch out for that bullpen mound. It's a doozy. Former Texas Longhorn Omar Quintanilla has played in 101 career games in the bigs. This is his first Major League homer. It was wind-aided. He'll take it, though. 2-0 Rockies. It's 2-1 in the home half of the second. Alfonso Soriano. He uses the wind. 2-run blast to right center. 3-2 Cubs. Soriano's 10th home run this month. Next inning, it's Soto. We talked about the wind was blowing out. Here's another example. Willie Taveras can't come up with this ball. Ramirez scores. Cubs go up 4-2. It's 5-4 in the 9th, Chicago. Kerry Wood has worked the last 2 days, so he is not available. So we bring on Carlos Marmol. Gets Willie Taveras looking. That is Marmol's 3rd save of the season. Ryan Dempster 7-0 at home. Cubbies win 5-4. Maybe the stars are aligning for the Cubs in 08. It has been 100 years since they've had the best record in the majors through the end of May. In 1908, the Cubbies were 23-13 entering June. That year, they won the World Series.
Cole Hamels and his NL East leading the Philadelphia crew, putting their 5-game win streak on the line against Florida. Top 4 with 2 aboard, it's Wes Helms doubling to left field. Hanley Ramirez and Jeremy Ramirez score. We're tied at 2. After Dan Uggla flied out, Luis Gonzalez will step in and crush his 4th homer of the season. Career jack number 350. Marlins up 4-2. Hamels threw 39 pitches in the 4th. Top 6 with 1 aboard. Cody Ross steps in against Hamels, and that is gone. 2-run shot, his 10th of the season. Marlins up 7-2. 9 of Ross's last 10 hits have been the long ball variety. Bottom 8, Phillies down 7-2. Chase Utley, a swing and a drive. His major league best 19th home run of the season. Phillies down 7-3. Your next batter, Ryan Howard. He's got a major league high 77 strikeouts this season. Marlins retake the NL East lead 7-3.
Back on May 31st, 1977, Joe Torre made his managerial debut with the Mets. Now he leads the Dodgers into shade. Mike Pelfrey has lost his last 6 starts coming into Saturday. Matt Kemp singles to right. He wants a double. Good throw by Andy Chavez, dropped by Jose Reyes. Juan Pierre comes in to score. Pelfrey did pitch 7 solid innings. Bottom 7 now. Mets are down 2-0. Chad Billingsley gets Chavez to pop out to get out of the mild jam. Billings went 7 shutout innings. Joe Torre said he pitched his tail off in this game. Carlos Beltran, 2-run homer to right off Jonathan Broxton, ties the game at 7. Billingsley, no decision. Later in the 8th inning, Fernando Tatis, what a week he has had. The walk-off winner on Wednesday, the game winner Saturday. Mets win 3-2. They've won 5 of their last 8.
After losing his last 2 starts, Brandon Webb making his 3rd attempt to become the major's first 10-game winner. Nationals Diamondbacks. Top 1, Webb facing Aaron Boone, who can't check his swing, strikes out. All of Webb's pitches in the 1st inning were K's. Bottom 2, Mark Reynolds. This off Jason Berkman. 10th of the year for Reynolds, 1 of 2 jacks for him on the day. Diamondbacks up 1-0. Top 4, Willie Harris with 2 aboard goes down swinging. Webb on the way to his 14th career complete game, 8 strikeouts. Top 9, Nats down 4-0. Webb facing Dimitri Young. Guess who's going to win that battle because of great defense? It's Reynolds. Try reading Webb's lips. That's a Webb gem. You betcha. Reynolds going airborne. Awesome. He also came through with his 3rd career multi-home run game as well. Arizona's 5-game slide is over. Rays battle of division leaders at the Trop. Scott Kazmir 4-0 with a 0.69 ERA in his last 4 starts. Top 2, Kazmir picking off Joe Creedy, inning over. Bottom 4, Rays up 1-0. Cliff Floyd winning the battle against Javier Vasquez. Floyd with his 2nd home run in as many days, his 5th on the season. And the Rays are up 2-0. Bottom 5, B.J. Upton at the dish. High fly ball in foul territory down the right field line. Nick Swisher effing making up for an 0-for-2 day. It's a top play nominee. Swisher nearly losing sight of the ball, but makes the silly good grab. Top 7. That Kazmir kid still dialed in. Just ask Joe Creedy. 109 pitches, 71 for strikes. 2 batters later, Brian Anderson take a seat. Kazmir 7 scoreless, 3 hits. Tampa Bay now 19-3 in its last 22 at home.
Yankees and Twins. Bombers began the night at 500 on the season. 7th inning, Edward Ramirez. Whoa. I think I may have pulled something there. On in relief for the Yankees with a 6-5 lead. Not anymore. Michael Kadire, just his 2nd homer of the year, ties the game at 6. We go to extra innings eventually. Yankees have lost 7 straight extra inning games on the ROAD. 10th inning now. Alex Rodriguez stole 2 bases on Saturday, but here he gets caught up between 2nd and 3rd. That's a bad base running mistake by A-Rod. Home half of the 10th. Carlos Gomez at bat with 2 men on, 2 outs. Ross Ohlendorf gets him to strike out. Twins left 12 men on base. 12th inning. Bobby Abreu got ducks on the pond. Johnny Damon at 3rd. Johnny Damon is coming home. Yankees win 7-6 and 12. Ohlendorf, first major league. The Kansas City Royals are good. Good and terrible. They've lost 12 in a row going into Saturday's game against the Indians. Friday, they blew a lead, something which has been consistent throughout this streak. Double play ball could have ended the third, but Mark Grzelcyk can't find the bag. Gets the out at first, but doesn't get the neighborhood call, so the Indians stay alive in the inning. 2 batters later, Shin Soo Choo grounds to second, so no harm done. Bottom 5, Royals once again with the lead, up 2-1. Runner at third, David DeJesus, who had a base-running gaff on Friday. Off CC Sabathia, brings in John Buck. It's 3-1. It's 4-1 in the 8th. Casey Blake, pop fly center field. Here comes Joey Gathright. He loses it. You know what? It's the roof. He lost it in the roof up there. Maybe not. Let's bring in Joakim Soria. 2-inning save. And he gets it done. Grady Sizemore pops out to end the 8th. The streak is over. 4-2 Indians.
Tigers and Mariners have to say Felix Hernandez winless since April 16th. 0-5 in his last 7 starts. King Felix dialed in Saturday. Top 3, the comebacker off the bat of Ivan Rodriguez. Felix knocks it down and throws Pudge out. Felix 7 scoreless, 2 hits, 7 strikeouts. Bottom 4. Mariners up 2-0. Miguel Cairo tries to lay down the squeeze bunt, misses, but Kenji Jojima is sliding safely home. And first steal of home plate since September of 2005. Jojima 2 for 4 with 2 RBI. Seattle up 3-0. Top 6. Curtis Granderson down the third baseline. Adrian Beltre to Cairo. Granderson doesn't like the call. Jim Leland comes out to argue, but check this out. Cairo appears to have the ball in his glove and just have his toe touching the first base bag. Before Granderson comes across, first base umpire Dan Iasonia ejects Leland. Detroit blanked for a Major League high 9th time.
Blue Jays have won 14 of their last 18, continuing their series against the Angels. Sean Markham looking for his 4th win this month. Got some good defense behind him. Scott Rowland robs Torrey Hunter. Tied at 2, we go to extras. 10th inning. Casey Kochman is at first. Meiser Isturis drops down a bunt. Brian Tallett throw to first is ridiculous. Kochman all the way to third. Later in the inning, bags are now full of Angels. Juan Rivera pinch hitting and coming through in the pinch. That's a walk-off hit for Rivera and a 3-2 Angels victory.
Says Rangers. Texas swing to get over the 500 mark. The Majors RBI leader Josh Hamilton helping the cause big time. Bottom 5 with 1 aboard. It's Hamilton abusing the Joe Blanton offering, his 14th of the season. Hamilton drove in 3, raising his RBI total to 61. Rangers double up the A's.
Time now for our top 10 plays, and we start out at, conveniently enough, number 10. Manny Ramirez, career home run number 500. Saturday night against the Baltimore Orioles at Camden Yards, 24th player in history to reach that plateau.
Number 9, Rockies Cubs, Ryan Theriot. Ground ball to third. Ian Stewart diving play and gets the riot. More coming from this game in just a bit.
And he didn't lose his glasses.
At number 8, Jay Bruce. What a week this young guy is having. Walk-off home run, first homer of his career, coming off Manny Acosta as the Reds beat the Braves 8-7.
Number 7, we're on the pitch. It's an international soccer friendly. Portugal, Georgia. Portugal's Matinho juggling to himself and then firing from 25 yards out. Portugal getting the victory 2-0.
Marlins and Phillies at number 6, Ryan Howard, grounder into the shift. Look at Dan Ugla throwing out the big fella from shallow right field. Marlins beat the Phillies 7-3.
Number 5, we're going to the Trop. White Sox Rays. B.J. Upton, fly ball and foul ground down the first base line. Nick Swisher over the shoulder, gorgeous. Rays get the victory though, 2-0.
Number 4, it's Rockies and Cubs from Wrigley.
Lazy pop fly. DeRosa's out. He's not going to get there. Johnson lays out. Hey, caught it.
Well, this guy is a human highlight reel.
WNBA, it's the shock and the fever. Elaine Powell, the buzzer-beating 3 from within her own half. She had 14 in a 74-65 win.
Number 2, the Memorial, Matt Kuchar. Third shot on the par 5, 15th. Oh, that is just so difficult. Shot a 71 on the day.
Number 1, Nationals Diamondbacks.
Dimitri Young. Big shift is on, so Reynolds will go get it. He did it! Wow, what a play by Mark Reynolds.
Have a night, young man.
I tell you, smile, kid. You have a bright future ahead of you. Listen to this crowd.
That's one of the best plays you'll ever see.